Well, good morning. It's the 6th of April 2021, and welcome to another daily devotional. This morning I was in First Thessalonians chapter 5, and the second half of First Thessalonians 5 is really just Paul putting down bullet points of advice and rules for Christian living and final instructions after going through the rest of the book. This is what he says. He says, "And we urge you, brothers, admonish the idle, encourage the faint-hearted, help the weak, be patient with them all. See that no one repays anyone evil for evil, but always seek to do good to one another and to everyone. Rejoice always. Pray without ceasing. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God for you in Christ Jesus. Do not quench the Spirit. Do not despise prophecies, but test everything. Hold fast to what is good and abstain from every kind of evil." And he's telling the church here, he says, listen, you've got to build up those who are weak in faith. You've got to come alongside them. You've got to encourage them. You've got to be patient with them all. Uh, don't be idle. Encourage folk to get up and to do something. Don't repay evil for evil. Always seek the good of one another and of everyone. And so there's this exhortation at the end of this book to say, listen, get up, do something for God's kingdom, and seek the good of one another. Encourage people, strengthen one another. And while you're doing all that, do you know what? Rejoice always. And and give thanks in all circumstances. And pray without ceasing. Just that attitude of prayer to be without ceasing. So do good, devote yourself to the Lord, but don't quench the Spirit. Whenever people give prophecies, weigh them, test them. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. And it's like Paul's whole attitude towards life and godliness is wrapped up in this phrase: encourage one another, commit yourself to the Lord, don't quench the Spirit, but be discerning. And so this morning I want to encourage you, be good to one another and to everybody. Get up, encourage one another, strengthen one another, and give thanks in all circumstances. Rejoice always, because whenever we rejoice, we reposition ourselves to come into alignment with the Lord. Pray without ceasing. Have that heart attitude that's always open to the Lord. And don't quench the Spirit in your own life. And don't quench the Spirit in other people's lives. But in all that we're doing, let's cling to what is good and reject what is evil. And let's give thanks to the Lord. Have a great day, folks.